Welcome to Reaper's Underground. We hope you survive.
Oh, yes, it is shot number 2 tonight, Black Flame Universe. I have actually not one, but 2 returning official underground alumnus of the great director and creator Chris Shern, and actor extraordinaire Bill D. Russell in the house. But I got 2 new victims, 2 new guests joining us for the first time. And that's Caitlin Stack and Amanda Winston from the upcoming film, or should I say nightmare, known as Vic Effects. I am so excited that this film is finally coming to life, a very successful Indiegogo campaign, and it's bigger, badder, and this is just the start, people. There's a universe at work here. So before we get into all this madness, the first thing I want you to do, share this out. Anywhere and everywhere there is a horror fan, indie horror fan, horror in general, get it out there. Wake up your sister, your mother, your auntie, your grandma, your cousin. I don't care. Wake the dead if you have to. Share this out. But before we get into all this, we're going to take a quick commercial break to our brother over at Horror Struck Hot Sauce. Hotter than hell. Check it out.
Hot sauce.
Now I'm hungry.
I just had a pizza. That would have been good on my pizza.
I have pizza too.
Is Reaper frozen?
I think he is. Oh dear.
No.
Reaper, come back.
Where's the Reaper?
He's calling his grandma and his nephew and his cousins right now. That takes a while.
Yeah, he's getting them on. He's getting them live.
Oh man. Well, how you guys doing? You know, we correspond through texting and stuff. I haven't seen faces in a while. Like,
doing good, man. Doing good.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Bill.
Am I saying that correctly? Is it
Yes.
Caitlin? Okay.
It's Caitlin.
Oh,
That's right. You
and I
can't
never
stop
see
me.
each other, so.
Spectrum, I'm coming for you. Thank you all for still being there and joining us. But as I was trying to say, I was just at the Nashville Horror Con with Horror Struck Hot Sauce, and he's got 4 new flavors. So if you're still in the midst of your barbecue, make sure you go to horrorstruckhotsauce.com and get those new flavors. How are you all doing this evening, except for all of the chicanery that we are experiencing here in the great state of Nebraska? Woo!
Doing good. Doing great.
Awesome.
Very well.
Thank you very much. So we are here to talk about Vic Effects, and you guys are about to have a premiere on August the 13th. So we've had Chris on before, and Chris, if you just want to give for our new viewers, because we have grown leaps and bounds since the last time we have talked, and just kind of give a general synopsis about this film. Because I know this is your passion project, and you've worked really hard on it.
Yeah, yeah. So Vic Effects, I got the Vic Effects universe hoodie out, so I'll be promoting this stuff. I'm gonna walk the billboard. But no,
I
Vic
know I got to
Effects
get one
is
of the shirts, man.
yeah, Vic
They are
Effects is
wonderful.
the kind of the beginning. Say cool, the beginning stages of these things that we're trying to do in the next coming years. So Vic Effects is about a Foley artist named Vic, played by the amazing Amanda Winston. She's a Foley artist. She makes sound effects for horror movies. So yeah, that's her job. She made sound effects for independent horror movies. And to make the long story short, one thing leads to another. She meets Milo Kemp, played by the brilliant Bill D. Russell. Milo Kemp comes to Vic's studio to ask her about doing a project for her, doing Foley work for this project that he's working on. And he asked her because his former Foley artist, Thomas Raven, passed away. So he went to Vic to see if she can help out. And yeah, so he, she said yeah, and she also idolized his old Foley artist Thomas Raven. And one thing lead to another. She started doing sound effects for the project that he sent out to her, and crazy chaos and things ensued. And
I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely, it's evident. I think, in my opinion, especially as somebody of the indie horror community, that this is one of the most original ideas. So creative. Something that's never been thought of, never been done before. And it kind of, puts a spotlight. And I think I may have said this in our interview way back when, that, you're putting a spotlight on what goes on behind the scenes of some of our favorite films in a very epic kind of way, and bringing it more of the action to them versus who we see on screen. You know what I mean? It's like bringing realism.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what was it like being basically the final girl of this film? Amanda.
Which one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's multiple, but
Yeah.
being the effects person, let's say that.
Yeah, it was really cool. I learned a lot about how Foley works and got to do a bunch of really cool Foley work in the movie, which is funny because whenever I talk to anybody about the movie and they're not like in the industry, they're like, what is a Foley artist? They've never heard of it. So I have to kind of explain what it is. Which I think kind of goes
you had
to,
a
like,
great teacher.
I mean, Chris is the expert. So yeah, it's been fun kind of cluing people in and be like, oh yeah, I guess someone does have to make those sounds, don't they? And I'm like, yeah, you're breaking someone's neck. Someone's got to figure out what that sounds like and how to create that crunching sound. So, but yeah,
Speaking of breaking neck, what vegetable do you think is best for that sound effect, for a snapping of a bone?
Probably that cucumber. Give it a
Awesome. In my head, I was thinking celery, but I could be.
I was thinking celery too, but I think cucumber wins.
I think so
a
too.
little wet. You get a
Yeah.
little like gross kind of.
That's why you're the Foley artist.
Yeah, I am an expert now. So
Yeah, you are.
That's incredible. But yeah, continue. Sorry, I just.
no, you're
was
good.
curious.
Yeah, so yeah, with the final girl stuff, Caitlin, who is woman in this lovely film, I think she ends up. I don't want to spoil anything, but she
Nope.
play.
You don't want to do that.
And maybe the final girl isn't who you think when we get to the end of this movie. So, yeah, it's been very fun. We've got a very small cast in this film, so it's been really cool to like really dig in with people like Caitlin and Bill and like do awesome scene work and just have these small sets where we can really like vibe off each other and get get dirty. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, definitely. So let's get a little bit from Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
How was your experience with this film? Because it's very highly anticipated in our community. And I know that, Indiegogo's, the better you do, the more you can do. And I know, y'all brought the magic
Yeah.
and the mayhem. So what was it like working on this film for you?
My experience was quite different from Amanda's experience because I'm not just woman.
We hear you roaring.
All the way. Right on.
I spent a lot of time on set fighting Chris usually.
Ah! Oh my goodness. Now that is not an easy task. So my proverbial hats off to you for that. He's a big guy,
I think we're 1-1. And I got one in, she got one in.
Yeah.
I have a feeling there's going to be a rematch in the future.
Yeah.
It's now a grudge match, people.
I had to fight Chris in the last movie, so now it's Bill's turn. We need to set up a fight.
Yeah. I love women. I do. It just we just like, hey, let's fight. Okay. They usually kick my ass, so it's all
I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do. Did you really enjoy that, like the physicality of that?
Oh yeah,
Because
fight
I was
scenes
gonna
are a
say,
ton of fun to make. Exhausting, but a lot of fun.
definitely got your steps in, got
Oh
your
yeah, cardio steps all taken care of in one day.
Caitlin's really good at playing that strong woman. What was the one where you're marksman or something?
The doctor,
Yeah.
American Woman.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I could remember that.
That's
She's
okay.
amazing in that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Available
Awesome.
on streaming Tubi and Amazon Prime.
Yep. We definitely want to make
Gotta
sure
plug
that
it.
any of the projects you guys have been in, that, because I mean, this time of year is when it seems like a lot of our projects finally hit those streaming platforms. And Tubi, we gotta love you, because guess what? My Attack of the Corn Zombies is on there.
Yeah.
It's legit. We love you for that. But yeah, I myself, I definitely enjoy physicality when it comes to a role. Because when I was on Grind, I literally played 4 different characters, not just the main demon. And one of them was, like kind of like what you had to do, which was some fighting. So awesome. Any like favorite moments from the making of this?
Flying through the air.
Nice. Were you on a wire, or did you just literally take a leap of faith?
I was on a wire. I did some wire work.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
It looks great though. Chris posted that one scene a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It really looks amazing.
Hell yeah. I've been trying not to see too much of that because I'm so excited to actually see the film. I want to see it that way. You know what I mean? And then I'll go back and I'll check that stuff out. So I can't help it. I'm still like that little 8-year-old kid that, whose mom introduced him into horror, just like on Christmas, like, ooh, I can't wait to, see the prize, the present.
The one thing I will say when it comes to like, when I post like behind the scenes stuff, it's kind of like the marketing aspect of this movie as well, because
of course
the movies is about the behind the scenes aspect, where you go from the process to the progress and all that stuff. So, I think I had a clip where we was on. Well, she had fun that day. That was a nightmare day for me because I had to play the monster and direct at the same time, and it was.
Yeah, you had a lot on your plate that day.
That was a brutal day, and then we had another 8 hours the next day with Amanda, and yeah, that was pretty much the only stressful day of the shoot, in my opinion. I think I had fun the rest of the time. But no, yeah, that was, it was cool to like show that scene, and then show, to spend hours on that scene for 6 seconds of a clip. That's movie
magic, man.
Yeah, and like
Exactly.
yeah, but
It's fun.
yeah, it's fun.
Especially as the director, to be able to, come into it and play some of those vital roles.
Yeah.
Because I mean, how you want it to come off. Exactly where you want that scene to go. And then of course you have great scene partners to pull it off.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I really, these 3 individuals, I really care about them. I've known them over a half a decade now. So, I get locked into people that I trust people. I do. Sometimes I might trust people to a fault sometimes, but I like community, and I like being comfortable. It's like being a director and everyone knows what's going on just makes our lives easier. I don't want them there for 12 hours out of the day. If we do if we do a 9 to 5 and we can knock it out, I mean, yeah. I mean, Amanda was confined in a couple of spots. When we did Evil Lurk, she was in 12, 13 locations. That was an epic. We had 29 people cast in that movie, and we did a lot of stuff in that. But Vic of Texas is it's a really, really intimate movie. We did a lot of epic things, but it's a really intimate movie. And knowing what she needed, because we had conversations. I told her, watch these documentaries, check this stuff out about Foley artists. And when she was in these rooms, she was creating things to like blinking lights on a screen. And then we had to shoot the fake movie so she can do it. So
right.
I'm hoping I did some justice with my editing, and so when you see things going through, people gonna be like, "Holy shit!" Like people probably gonna think she's actually watching this stuff as she's doing it, because she's all these guys are theater actors. They grew up in the theater. They didn't just get on movie sets. So they, Bill did improv for a long time. Amanda started in theater. Caitlin started in theater, and there's a difference between movie actors and theater actors. I personally like theater actors because the kind of filmmaking I do and the kind of writing I do, it's a lot of things where let's wing it and figure it out. There's a difference between winging it and it's shitty and winging it when you understand, okay, let's figure this out. And then we got a bunch of options. So I love these guys. And, like these 2 are my sisters and this is my brother. So, I don't want to get emotional. Yeah, this was
back at you, man.
This was fun.
That's a testament. You know what I mean? Yeah. To working with people that you can count on, especially since there's been chatter online about casting the same people a lot. But at the same token, I feel like when you have a trust family, as you clearly have built, I don't see anything wrong with that, because you can count on them and that they will deliver the professionalism. They're able to adapt, and that just helps to make a better movie, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm in the industry, whatever. My mindset don't think, sunglasses, button up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a shit about the industry when it comes to that. I give a shit about making a good movie.
You heard that, industry.
And finding the right people. So that makes more sense to me. I'm not into I need to get this person because they, I'm gonna get that person because they make sense to be in the movie and it works for the character. I'm gonna always be that way.
Absolutely. Because it really does take the right person to bring that character to life. And I can definitely say that Bill Russell, man, anybody's shoes that you step in to bring to life, you just bring it epic style. And
Thank
you
you.
are diabolical. And I absolutely love that. That's my word of the day, diabolical.
Diabolical.
So, in doing preparations for your role, tell us a little bit about your character and what it was like playing him.
Regarding Milo,
Yes, sir.
I liked that a lot. It was. I mean, I play an infamous horror movie director, so that right there is fun, and I try to play him as much as possible, just straight, drama. So this character is like 180 degrees opposite of Rich Green in Evil Lurks.
Yes.
Yeah,
I loved your character in Evil Lurks. I sing those praises to that film everywhere I go. If somebody hasn't heard of it, especially when I go to conventions, because really, honestly, Chris, you created such an amazing film with that, which is why I'm so excited to see Vic Effects as well, because I feel like you've taken it to a whole new level, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
and Chris has a rule regarding me. I can only be in 7 minutes of a movie.
For 7 minutes.
I've heard him say,
you get
may
Bill
only
Russell.
be in 7 minutes, but you remember those 7 minutes.
Exactly.
And I thought that's like the highest praise.
We can't handle any more than that, Bill. It's too much goodness,
You're
Right?
just too. You just bring too much energy, brother. It blows everybody out. Mortimer says, "Dr. Death himself in the house, Bill."
Oh,
You have fans, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, you
dude.
do.
Other people popped up. See, that's why you in it, man. People know you. Well, see, to be fair, I mean, this movie is insanely intimate. I when me and Caitlin was having conversations about characters and stuff like that, I was still trying to figure things out, and honestly, things just kind of went into a place of like, oh shit, okay, play this character. She played Caitlin played 4 characters in this movie. The
Which
the
is
fourth
amazing.
character she wasn't supposed to, and someone they can do it. So I said, hey, and she also
I think it's
she did
fitting
makeup.
that it happened that way, though.
Huh?
I think it's fitting that it happened that way,
Oh,
though.
absolutely no.
I think it just brings everything more full circle in the end.
It's
Oh, big time.
there was this movie had a plan, but we also things fell into the right place when we was shooting, and I loved that. And it was like, holy shit, this is. I think this might be good, y'all. I think we're gonna be okay. Like, but Bill brings. That's the thing about Bill. If he's in something for a certain amount, I mean, let's keep it real. Dr. Death, he did that, and look what happened.
yeah, right?
That wasn't 7
Epic
minutes.
fucking fashion. Loved
Right.
it. You died well, sir.
Thank you.
But Bill will be in other things that we're
Oh, of
doing.
course.
That's not going to be 7 minutes. This is. I'm thinking this is something now.
I've been upgraded.
Yeah.
We got Bill Russell 2.0.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
This is going to be a little bit
Yeah.
different in what you see hopefully in what you see in Bill Russell with certain things we're working on. But Milo Kemp will return for other things. So
Dun dun dun.
You can't keep me away.
right.
We'll give you 9 minutes next time.
It's a good round number, right? Oh man, the just the fact that Amanda's character has to go through, I think, is amazing because she's doing the effects for these films, and then suddenly you find yourself in the midst of these films, and not to give too much away, because obviously we've talked about it before with Chris Shern, but in some of these different situations, what was some of your favorites?
Yeah. I probably the stuff I can't talk too much about, which is the stuff towards the end, where like the making the Foley and the reality, you're getting a lot more hard to tell apart. That's the fun stuff, right? Because then I'm no longer working with a blue screen and like doing it. Now I'm like I'm getting into the action of it. So that's where it got really exciting for me.
So not so much a challenge as it was basically fun.
Oh yeah. I just look at that stuff as an opportunity to play and explore and do something different and new. So it's Chris is always throwing me new crazy stuff to do, and it's very exciting. So what's fun about doing movies with Chris is that he's got the edit and the vision in his head, and like it's not always clear in the script what that so when I finally get to see the movie, and I'm like, oh, that's what he was doing. So, like, we're just as surprised as the audience sometimes, but I think that's a good thing. It's a very creative edit and a really interesting way that you work, Chris. And I think that's what made Evil Lurks work so well, was what you did with the edit of it and the music and the scoring. And I mean, if you like Evil Lurks, Vic Effects is just like take all of that times 10 and like really digging into Chris's vision and like getting that the soundscape, everything fully molded together, and he's building on the things we've learned and the universe he's ready to create. So
one thing I will give away, Amanda actually played Wings in one of the
oh, that's true.
So when she see that, she's like, oh, that's what's going. So
that's a great cameo. That's because we needed an extra body. So
yeah, but that's the thing though. That's what I love about independent film, DIY, whatever you want to call it. That's fun. That's like it's like we have to sometimes somebody got to hold a boom mic. Somebody who doesn't hold a boom mic. I mean, Caitlin was sitting by the camera with one scene. When I was ripping somebody's face off, and that's not a giveaway. Ripping somebody's freaking face off, and she's got them. She's kind of directing to make sure everything is in place. So it's like we all need.
He's like, don't worry, I'm just gonna be chilling over here.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Caitlin, you did some of the like makeup and effects work for the movie too.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did. It was a situation where she saved my ass, and then it was like, hey, do you want to take over as a makeup artist when like
there we go.
She didn't have to go acting. Still showed up for makeup effects. So a lot of she's all her name's in the credit and then that. So she saved my ass. She did a lot of cool stuff.
All because I made my daughter a zombie for Halloween.
Right. I saw this picture. Yeah. I was like, do you do that? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you don't do makeup? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit. Hey, help me out because I need it.
Yay!
So
absolutely. Sin Mile, yes, absolutely. I agree 1000%. Independent films are some of the best films.
Yeah, Sin.
And that is why, and everybody out there in Black Flame Universe, I will never do a mainstream. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to be that guy. My heart is in independent film because scripts like what Chris Shern does excites me, and I can feel that passion, and it's about great storytelling. And you're definitely rocking it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so wanting to work with you. It's not even funny.
Yeah, man. No, we had that conversation, and like I said, I'm working on some big scripts right now, a couple of big scripts, and then actually Caitlin, she's been working on some smaller like micro shorts. So nice. we're Kissing Castles. We're trying to just build up our brand. Like it takes a couple of years.
It does.
It takes a couple of years to make a move. And I'm
not
someone
literally.
just like
Legit.
come out and rush them. I take my time, but I also have a bunch of gear that I'm like, all right, I just shot this in May and I don't use it again until like May of next year. It's like, no, spend a day and shoot something. And yeah, let's spend a day and shoot something. You can shoot a short film in a day.
Yeah.
All the films that's in Vic Effects were all shot in one day.
Wow.
And the first sequence of the first movie is 6.5 minutes. That was a full day of shooting, and that's the first 6 minutes of the movie. So that's a short film. There you go. So we're gonna be building up that atmosphere with doing other things and stuff like that. Amanda did after when the pandemic was still the pandemic, but we did a fake commercial for a short film. Actually, the first short film that I did Foley work on that inspired Vic Effects. It was like a Friday the 13th influence thing. And I said, hey, we're gonna be filming outside. I know things are weird. And she came out and she was like the final girl, and like, but she was
Tails,
yeah,
like
Nice homage.
yeah. But we shot that in a day, and it's funny because the guy who shot the film that was within that, the film festival said, yo, what's going on with this thing at the end of the movie? So they got it, so that thing we did got into 2 film festivals.
Nice.
But overall, just doing stuff, being active, creating an atmosphere. And it's going to be exciting to get this movie out to the world. I mean, I can't tell anybody when it's going to stream. We're going to do the festival circuit. We're going to go hard on film festivals. We're going to do the ground game. We're going to try to go to as many as we can. We're going to go to cons. We're going to be rocking the merch, and we're going to be out there, talking about Vic Effects. And I love being an independent filmmaker. I love being an independent. Yeah, I love being an independent filmmaker. I don't think about Hollywood or doing something to get to the next step.
Nope.
I treat this like I treat my band. I'm not trying to get signed to a label. I'm not trying to this and that. I build my atmosphere, and that's kind of what I want to do with Kiss and Castles and with these guys. And they're not just showing up to get their little bit of money and their IMDb credit. They want to help, and they want to make creative and whatever. Hopefully people like originality. If this is original and people used to their slasher and all the other stuff that's out there, it is what it is. This might be hurtful or helpful to me, but I make art because I want to do shit that I want to make. I made this shirt because I want to see myself. I like how this look, and I want to wear it. And I hope people follow through with it as well, and they want to wear it. And
I will.
I'm gonna, life is short, man, and I'm gonna make movies about a fucking Foley artist.
And to be perfectly honest, it is an art at the end of the day. And bringing your vision to life, and the cast you've assembled, and just really great storytelling, man. That's what's setting this thing off. I mean, I've been excited about it since you first told me about it. We first talked about it, and I just thought it was brilliant. And it's going to be amazing once it hits everybody out there. And of course, Black Flame Entertainment, myself, Reapers Underground, we are going to push this shit like crack on everybody because they need to see what you're doing. Babylon Sun says, is Caitlin a young Drew Barrymore? It's kind of freaking me out. Look at that. That's a hell of a compliment right there.
Yes, thank you.
You're on your way.
Well, I want to say something about Caitlin and Amanda. They're freaking brilliant. Like they're and not just because they've been in these movies or whatever. They're insanely talented. Like they can do whatever they set their minds to when it comes to me, they're character actors. They're characters. Like when me and Amanda was having a conversation before we even did the screenplay or whatever, I was writing the screenplay. I was talking to her about different moods and energy about the character. And it's funny because when she came, I said, like we were talking about eyeliner and certain things we want to have set her up, and I think I talked to her about it, but she's like, yeah, I think I want to go with that Kristen Stewart kind of energy. It's kind of like a
Yeah,
little
sure.
kind of like kind of nervous, but also just like awkward.
Humdrum.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
yeah,
Kristen.
but just kind of like like this energy about her, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, and I think it's more so. It's like I said, the movie format of this movie is interesting because it goes into this. We made this fake documentary about Foley artists, and it was high
Right.
level Vic. So it was definitely a that was kind of the vibe of that. But no, yeah, it's yeah. And then with Kate, and then the stuff that Caitlyn did throughout, she got beat up, she got waterboard, she got in the air, it was a lot of shit happening. So
she went through the mill.
Yeah, and Amanda was all over the place as well. Like I said, we ain't giving too much away, but there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things happening, and guess what? If people watch the movie and figure it out, then cool. If they don't, then you gotta watch it again. That's the whole thing.
If it's one thing that I notice, it's movies like this that if there's Easter eggs in there, those of us that are like serious viewers, we're gonna pick up on that shit. Yeah. And I feel like there's going to be a lot in there that people can really sink their teeth into. It's not like we haven't had a film before where it's like a movie comes to life, because we have, but not in this way. It's so much different. You're not sitting in a movie theater and suddenly, you get sucked into the world. Instead, you're getting sucked into this world of what Amanda's character is doing. She's trying to do her job, but then again, her job suddenly leads her into all these crazy situations. And we just don't know what's going to happen next, kind of thing. And thanks to Bill over there, you lead her into this madness. Which is awesome. Yeah. I don't know. You play an excellent bad guy, sir. What can I say?
Thank you.
I love roles like that. And I really feel like people are going to be captivated by this film. And everyone in the comment section, you guys have been fucking amazing the whole night.
Yeah, thank you for the comments. Appreciate it.
Yes.
I want to predict. I think this is the potential to be the kind of movie that a lot of people are going to watch more than once.
Oh, I guarantee
because
it.
there's so much going on.
Yeah.
And I say that without having seen the finished product, but I know what's going into it.
Yeah.
You do.
That's
insider information
strategy.
It's true though. Yeah, I feel like once you watch it through once, you're gonna be like, oh, that's what I need to watch it again and see if I can track what it ends up happening. So like, it's to me that's really fun as a viewer when I'm like, oh wait, I saw. I want to like go back and see the.
You have the sudden oh shit moment.
Yeah.
Yes. But like, wait a minute, what did I miss?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of like with the set decoration and with the setting of everything, and the settings are minimal. They're not like these elaborate. I mean, the yellow room, I call it, that's what it's called. The yellow room there's really nothing to it, but there's a lot of things happening in that relates to a lot of things, and then there's things that relates to a lot. It's a pay to fuck attention short attention span. I don't want to hear this short attention span bullshit. Pay attention and understand it. And it's funny because when I watch those Easter egg type of movies, I always go on YouTube and watch people's reaction, and they spend hours with a podcast.
Those are the best, aren't they?
What about this? What about that? If we get that, we did something right. And you have to watch it again. And it's only 98 minutes long, so you don't have to like. It's not like it's a long ass movie. So it's only 98 minutes. So it's like from what they say, to how things are looking, to movements, and just how certain things are going. I mean, it's that's the point. That's the point. I want, and that's the one thing that I'm excited about taking this movie. And it's about sound, so I'm hoping the sound is good. That's what we put a lot of time into. But yeah, the theater experience and sitting there and watching it and understanding it. Yeah, I mean, it is I think it is a fun movie. I think it has moments where it's we're delving in so many different horror elements. But yeah, it is a pay attention to details and understand what's going on, because people do, and that's going to be our base. There's people who are passionate to a fault sometimes with how they analyze them A20, them A24s, man. they study so much shit in a movie, and I'm not saying we made an intelligent horror movie, but yeah, I mean it's weird.
In a way, I think you did. You know what I mean? Because of the way that you tell your story. There's so much attention to detail, and we want people to be invested in this film. And I agree with you. There's a lot of times where there's a lot of viewers that are like, man, just give me the cliff notes. Let's get it over with.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a 2-hour movie. I fucking love 2-hour films because you have character development. You can feel the emotions of what these characters are going through. Let's take Walking Dead, for instance. You got invested into those characters, where they started, where they're going, and the journey forward. And the one question that I really have for you, Chris, is when you started this passion project, did you have the idea in mind that it could become a universe?
No.
Excellent answer, sir.
No, I mean, it not even close. I had the idea because I was actually doing Foley work for a project, and I was like, oh, this will be an interesting idea. And I started watching a documentary about it, and then I started writing it. And before I really started writing, after the premiere of Evil Lurks, me and Amanda was like, yo, we're gonna work on another project together.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things happened in that project. I'll never ever get into ever again. But we knew let's get out. We with each other. Let's lock in and let's work on this next project. So when everything started coming into place, I didn't think, oh, universe. I was thinking, yeah, let's make these fake movies, and it's funny because I didn't know if I wanted to do the fake movies, and I thought, she just kind of do the thing, and then we have the sounds. But then it's actually a movie out there called Barbarian Sound Studio. It came out in 2000.
Oh, okay.
It's about a Foley artist. It's very similar to what we did, but we use visuals and sound. They use mainly visuals for that movie. It's a great movie, and it's funny because I took a lot of the aesthetic and the coloring from that movie into what we're doing. Very, very like dark, warm type aesthetic. It was based it was a period piece type movie, so I think it was based in the late 60s or like 70s. Mm-hmm. And we shot in 4K, but I like my movies that have a softness to them, some that type of energy,
little grit.
Oh yeah. So when I saw that movie, I was like, okay, that's cool. And people talk about Blowout with John Travolta, where he plays a Foley artist, but that's none of that relates to what we do.
No.
But when we did it was just kind of that, and then we was thinking about the movies, and then because the one thing when people talk about read the script, I didn't go into details about the short films that was in there. When Amanda read the script, it was more about her dialogue and certain things.
Sure.
I knew there would be some free when we did the documentary. Certain things were scripted, but when it was a segment where she cutting back and forth where she's talking about why she did that, we didn't write that. Amanda came up with all that stuff.
Nice.
She came up. That wasn't a script. That was her. Like, it was one thing when she was messing with the thing and it wasn't working. She like, We kept rolling. It wasn't scripted. She like, oh shit, okay, now it's working. And then she's like, oh, I'm gonna blame my sound engineer. We didn't like that. We didn't like that. She came up with that stuff because it just had this looseness to it, and that's a documentary. That's how that shit works. So I think as everything progressed, I did as when I was working on the ideas for the short films, I was like, oh yeah, maybe I'll extend this into the Blu-ray and do this and that.
Yeah.
And as we was going, I was like, shit, man, I started typing up ideas for like stories within the movies that's in this. And I'm like, shit, I like this. And so with that said, we're going to extend what's in Vic Effects into this next film that I'm working on. I talked to you about, Reaper. So so we definitely gonna expand the universe with that, and I think that's when that all kind of came into place, where Marvel got their thing, and we got our thing, and yeah, man, and it is part of the whole marketing strategy, but it's gonna fucking work, and I have an anthology next, and I got to piece all the scripts together, but it's done. I pretty much got almost 2 scripts done that I should have by the fall. So I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm already thinking about strategies and all that stuff. And, one scene with Amanda in Vic Effects is going to be one of the short films in the next film.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But everything is connected. So that's how I work. That's what I like. I like that shit. I like puzzle pieces. I like things kind of building up. And, if that's different than what everybody else is doing, I mean, cool. I mean, I like being.
Oh, it's definitely different.
I like to stand out, man. I like to stand out. I play in a band when I'm wearing pink shoes and, tight ass shorts. So let's do it.
Well, and that's one of the things when we were originally talking about this film not too long ago, that I felt like there was so much there within the film that you could expand on it. And it's one of those happy accident kind of things.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Shoot. It's kind of hard to say, but at this point, though, I definitely want to show our viewers, because you guys have been fucking amazing all night long out there in the comment section. Love y'all demons for that. But let's take a short look at the world of Vic Effects. Check it out.
What truly gets people's attention, what gets their attention is rage. Yeah, the way it looks, the way it feels. Especially the way it sounds.
I mean, what's it like working with Thomas Raven?
Thomas has passed away.
Wait, what?
Actually, that's why I'm here talking to you right now.
Was he working on a film?
Yeah. Actually, something a little different than what we're used to. He admired you, Vicky.
He's an idol of mine. I really just copied what he was doing.
Which is why I believe that you should finish the film. And I know Thomas would want that as well.
For what now? I don't know. You created it.
If that doesn't
Oh,
entice
damn,
you,
man. That
if
looks
that
awesome.
doesn't entice you, I don't know what will. Just powerful. There's so much there that jumps out at you. Bill, you were just like totally smooth, too cool for school. You're like, well, he passed away,
Yeah.
but he was a fan of your work.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
What were you going to say there, Bill?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I actually had to cut 15 seconds out of the original cut of that.
Mm.
I was like, this is getting too long, so pull it back. But it's a lot more shit, man. It's just this movie could have easily been almost 2 hours long, so I had to kind of pull it back to try. I was trying to get into that 95 range, so we got to 98 minutes of runtime. So yeah.
Well,
I don't know. We'll see.
It's a trailer that I think gives you enough, you know what I mean, without giving too much away.
Yeah. I definitely wanted to tell a simple story at the beginning, and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, Bill in the movie is 7 minutes, but his 7 minutes is so amazing.
7 minutes of heaven, according to
so
one of my viewers out there.
Yeah, he did his thing. We could still make a shirt. Give me 7 minutes, I'll give you the world. but I wanted to tell the simple story of like, hey, my guy died. I need you to help me out. Cool. And then I'll start getting all fucking crazy with all the shit going on. So people are like, what's going on? So it's like, there you go.
Babylon Sun says, is Bill his real name Silky? Because that was smooth.
I haven't been called that in a long time. And when I was, it was because of my underwear. So
well, that when you watch the teaser trailer, if Milo gets like a romantic scene in one of the new movies or whatever, afterwards he leaves the place and say, "I'll see you soon." The way the light sees the dark.
Why do I hear some 70s funk?
I know.
Right out.
Man. Now, Bill know how to like take stuff I write and make it more than what I thought it was going to be.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, NC-17? He says, that is going to be a fucking awesome movie. I could not agree more. It puts chills into you just from watching that trailer, that that it goes from 0 to 60 like that, fucking fast. And it's going to resonate with people. This is the type of horror that the mainstream is not going to give you. There's so much depth there. It's not, let's sweep them and get to it. There's so much brutality in every facet of this film. And I love that, because you're getting not only just, this is the characters, but we are following Amanda through this very, very interesting world that she's not really ready for, and to see what happens along the way is just going to be magic. And this is debuting August 13th, correct?
Yes.
And where are we doing that at?
It will be in St. Charles, Illinois, on August 13th at Classic Cinemas in St. Charles. So if you got the link, if you guys are in the Illinois area, or if you would like to travel, tickets are still available. They're going fast, so get them quick. But yeah, man, we trying to do it big. Like I said, we're gonna do the film festival circuit. We're gonna be out there in the streets, promoting the hell out of this. And then again, it's gonna be on Tubi. It's gonna be on Amazon. It's gonna be on whoever decides they want to pick it up. It'll be out there. But we put a lot of work and time into this, from the visual aspect to the audio aspect. I think a lot of people get, a lot of independent films get shitted on because, they don't put a lot of focus on their quality of their audio. And that's one of the things. And I mean, I got gigs doing sound and stuff like that. I don't think I'm the best, but I am so fucking proud of the way this sounds. Hopefully it sounds good in the theater. I'm nervous about that.
Exactly.
But I'm very excited about how it sounds, and the dialogue and the clear. I mean, it's a character piece. It's a very intimate movie, and I think it's about it's about the conversations. It's about big shout out to my best friend, my brother Jason Maniscus, who played the sound engineer with Amanda. And they had they had a great relationship in this movie, where she's in one room and he's in the control room. Mm-hmm. And that communication was really freaking, that was awesome how they connected, how they had this connection with each other, not really being around each other throughout the whole movie. So I hope people understand certain things like that as well. So
well, coming from your musician background, I think that just lends so much more, because there's a lot of horror films, let's say in the mainstream, where the audio is just not, it brings it real hard when something's about to happen, but it doesn't capture the small moments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're really kind of building that tension. So many times lines, dialogue is getting lost, I think, because they backed it off so much, but then all of a sudden you get hit with a face full of what the fuck. And it's like, oh, something's happening now. Okay, let's go. You know what I mean? And then they back it off again. And it's like, my dick shrunk. You know what I mean? I hate to use that analogy. Sorry, ladies. You know what I mean? I think you get what I mean there.
We understand.
I don't think any of us are offended.
They're fine. There's a scene where we talk about Freddie and finger and porn. So
no shit.
The girl, the ladies are okay with that. we didn't
awesome. Thank you.
And you know what? We talk about Final Girls, and you know, it's maybe I call them finally girls. I mean, like they just like
finally,
like no, they just don't. They fucking shit up. They're not.
Yep.
They're not. They're they're the survivors. No, they're the fucking they're figuring it out, man, and they're going through some shit, and they figure it out the way they figure it out. And this shit is tough, man. It ain't damsel, and I don't write characters like that. That ain't fun,
right?
Oh, they fuck shit up. Her, Caitlin and Amanda, they fuck shit up in this movie. And that's wonderful. And I can say that's not, you don't see that shit.
You really don't.
Fucking, brush my shoulders off on that shit, but you don't see that in horror movies, and they fuck shit up. So that's the goal as we continue working on these scripts that we're working on. So
yeah, absolutely. Comes to mind Heather Langenkamp, from the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
she's the final girl there, but she didn't nearly fuck shit up as much as I think the two young ladies that we have with us tonight actually do. In this film, and it's going to be wonderful to see that, and we love that so much. It's something that has been lacking, I think, in horror for a long time. Yep. And what better than independent film to make that happen? And I think that's going to set this film off so good. And you had Anne Myrna as part of this film as well. Shout out to Anne. Love ya.
Yep.
You know, and I mean, I love her work on this as well. So I look
Yeah,
forward to seeing it.
she's fantastic, man. I mean, we you know, I was following her and Accurate Star and all their,
Yeah.
all their movies and stuff like that.
Actor Star represent.
Yeah. So we just built a good relationship. And it's funny because a lot of the character, she played 2 characters in this movie. So
Ooh, not one,
and,
but
and it
two.
wasn't originally in the script. It just kind of
Nice.
like build something in there. And you know, Anne's huge, and she's gonna be helping me out with the next projects as well. So
Oh, hell yeah.
she's
That's
definitely part. She's definitely, you know, when I can grab her from Actor Star, she's part.
Oh,
of
for sure.
thing.
Yeah.
So big shout out to Anne. Donate to the crowd fund. They got a crowd fund right now. But,
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, aren't we always?
Dennis Newport too, who was our Thomas Raven. You see the beginning of the trailer. I never got to work with him the same day on set, but he's got such a presence. Like he's so interesting to watch on film. So I'm excited to see the final product.
Yeah, I knew I worked with Dennis 10 years ago, and Dennis been around a long time, but Dennis he's a man of mystery. He don't give you he's not on social media. Hey,
I love that analogy.
No, he's very he is though. He is. And I when I wrote Thomas Raven, I was like, man, he has to play this. I was like, man, I got the script. I know you don't do a lot of acting as much. I need you to read this. And he read it and said, I'll do it. And we had a day, we had 7 hours, and all his stuff is compiled of it's supposed to be old interviews of him, and just his voice and his presence. Like he's another 7, 8. So he's in the movie for like 7, 8 minutes based on these interviews, and he's just like his voice. You know, his final monologue in the movie is, I don't know, I'm in awe of him, and just creating that atmosphere in his voice, and just he talk whispers, so he has this calmness. You know, he has this calmness about his voice, the way it sounds. You know, he has this really, you know. So yeah, he was. Besides Amanda, he was definitely, when I wrote his stuff, I was like, man, he's got to play it. So yeah, big shout out to Dennis Newport. Like I said, I call on him when he answers me and say, hey, I got this part for you. Can you do it? He's like, yeah.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
yeah, you'll see he'll be at the premiere, so you guys will get to meet him, because nobody, you know, it was a really intimate day when we
elusive.
That's the reason. Yeah, he makes me fucking nervous, man. He does.
That's awesome, though.
He has his presence about him, and you know, and he's giving me really nice compliments, and I wanted to make sure he was comfortable, and man.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited about this movie. If I'm not a cocky person think, oh, we're gonna blow up.
No.
That, but I'm proud of what we did with Evil Lurks. It was a learning experience building up, but I'm so proud
good.
I'm so proud of Vic Effects, and I hope
I've watched it like 5 times.
That's
how much I love it.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I ain't getting that money.
Bill gets me every time. Your role in that film was legendary, sir.
Oh, shit. Come on, man.
And you claim not to be an actor, Chris. Come on.
I tell people I'm an actor at a convenience. I'm not doing the self-tapes and auditions and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like me playing, like I was in Vic Effects, but I played a ghost monster. I played a demon. You know, a demon.
All the fun flavors.
Yeah, all the fun shit. Yeah, you in Grind, you played that character. So yeah, man. But I can't wait to work with you, man. I'm excited. You know, we're gonna continue having fun with this stuff. So
absolutely,
we'll get it in.
And Bill, your character in Evil Lurks is also legendary, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I love creepy, and you brought the creepy with no problem. That was awesome.
That character would not have been because it was an original character. It was another person that
Mhm.
really did that character, and it didn't work out. And Bill came in, and if it wasn't, yeah, that Bill did what I was hoping that we can figure out, because when we had auditions to replace the person, it was just the audition was pretty like just slimy looking, get like Bill, like people say he's creepy, but he's just like funny and awkward, and he like, man,
Oh, the humor is
yeah, I
fantastic.
mean, but he comes
Oh
from
my
the
goodness.
comedy background, so that, and we wanted that kind of, because I didn't want it to be, if anyone ever seen Evil Lurch, he's
Mhm.
talking to this younger girl or whatever, but I didn't want it to be like, oh, I'm gonna, yeah, what he's doing is uncomfortable, but I don't know how to explain it to justify anything that character
Right.
did. But
We
it's
get the point.
yeah, he made it work. He made it work, and it worked out great. So
Especially when you were possessed. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That moment was fantastic, because I can't tell you how many times I see movies where people get possessed and it's not believable, but it was very, very believable when Bill was possessed. I loved that moment. That was probably my favorite.
Yeah. That was thrilling. I don't know what to call it. For me to see that scene when we saw the premiere, and I had not, we hadn't seen the film yet
Mhm.
ourselves, to see the special effects,
Mm,
the eyes going red, and
right.
Savannah's my face going back and forth and screaming, and then the whole, like the epiphany or something. I was like, holy, that looks amazing. I look
Exactly.
great in special effects.
I'm sure I do
I
too.
appreciate it, man, because that was because that eyeball thing back and forth took me 2 weeks, and that was
Oh, it was so cool though.
that was 7 seconds. Some shit.
So
That's how it
it's official. Hashtag Silky Bill.
Silky.
Silky Bill.
It's a
That
thing
is
now.
Hey, Bill, how many
Hashtag.
nicknames do
your
you have?
new claim to fame. I
How many
mean, we
nicknames do
can't
you
beat
have, Bill? Because you have it seems like somebody's giving you a nickname every week.
that.
Right.
I love it. Oh my goodness. And I also want to piggyback off of this. NC-17 says, as a first-time film writer, I agree that having strong women as leads is a thing that is needed in film today. And I'm going to piggyback off of that. And I want to say that I think there should be a balance between our strong female leads as well as our male leads as well. Because I think when the two come together, you really have something special. And with Chris's films, especially Evil Lurks, I know, but I really felt that everyone brought their A game. And in Vic Effects, I think it's going to be that much more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, Vic Effects. I mean, it's a very intimate movie. It's not as many characters and all these things.
Exactly.
But the movements of everything that's visually happening, there's a sense of strength, and it's a very metaphorical movie. So a lot of things is connected if you really kind of understand, and like it's funny, certain things that's happening, it kind of tells you a lot of what's gonna happen throughout the movie, as far as symbolism and blood and spreading blood. And no, it's funny because I don't want to give shit away, but
I love
it's,
that analogy.
it's hilarious with certain things happening, and then there's a lot of metaphorical things that's going on, and intensity, and
Ooh, and you bring the intensity, sir.
Yes. And certain voices within the Foley is leaking within the studio that was supposed to happen in the present time when the whole movie is done. There's aspects of that where you hear certain things happening That's and guess what? No one's gonna notice that shit unless you really digging deep. But that's part of that. And someone when this movie finally come to fruition, everyone's watching it. Those questions, I can answer those questions. I can answer those things and say, this is why this was this and this, and where certain sounds was leaking into the studio, and then that's when you knew certain things was happening.
Yeah,
that was coming through into Vic's real world. But yeah, man, it's silly shit. I don't know. It's fun.
And I hate to say it because we don't wish anyone to go through what Vic goes through, but we are totally looking forward to seeing what Vic goes through in this film. And
he's shitting all Katie. She goes through fucking hell in this movie.
Kaylin gets put through the ringer in this movie.
Oh my goodness. And we hope you come out on the other side with sunshine and rainbows. We really, really do.
When you see the Blu-ray, you'll watch the bloopers, and it's all in fun. I'm already working on the documentary of the Blu-ray, so it's like it's like the feeding it was fun. It was fucked up, but we laughed at the end. Don't worry about it.
I still can't eat oatmeal.
Oh no. Oh no. Don't feel bad, Caitlin, because the maple syrup ham slices that you get at your local grocery store, I still can't eat those little round ham lunch meat that you get at the local store, because that was the flesh that us zombies had to eat, and I still can't do it. It takes me right back to that moment. I'm like, fuck no, not doing it. If you take it, like if you shave it off a ham ass, then I'll go ahead and I'll take it, but not those Lunchables,
not the prepackaged stuff.
Oh my goodness, no, I can't do it. Because I remember how bad it tasted, and I had to jumble it in my mouth. And I'm like, hey, anything for the shot, right?
Yeah.
Indeed. That's the thing.
At the end of the day. Oh, man, I am so excited because I really feel the success of this film is going to be monumental, man. You have something so special. And it was no surprise to me when your Indiegogo went live and it was just building and building and building. I'm like, yeah, that's because you can see that there is something really outside of the box, going on with this film. And Chris, your vision is always on point and you bring it to life, no matter what. Evil Lurks was definitely my introduction to you. And I knew from that point that this guy has something amazeballs. Not to take away from any other filmmakers, out there today hitting the ground, but damn it, when it comes to being in the trenches, you get it done and you go to great lengths to make sure that it comes across. And a jack of all trades at the same time. You're not just filming it, you're in it, you're doing the music, you're doing the edit. Man, you must be exhausted. I think that every single time.
It's fun, man. And it took a lot of time to kind of get into that place. Sometimes it's just out of like, I have to do it. Was the word necessity? I have to take care of shit.
Oh,
I wish I had enough money to hire people to help me with this and that and all that stuff. But no, man, I take my time with this stuff. And there's nothing wrong with it. We're going on 2 years. We're going on 2 years. We started production in 2023. So yeah, we getting it in. The visual effects was a pain in the ass getting that all done. So that was right.
It's not an easy task.
Yeah. It was fun. I put my kids to bed and I still go watch a movie. Then I come down here to like 2:00 in the morning and work on this movie.
Hell
And
yeah.
but here's the thing: the original cut of Evil Lurks was 2.5 fucking hours.
Right.
That was hell. like I finished editing Evil Lurks June of last year. And
Mm-hmm.
then I had to start getting. I'm like, all right, now it's time to compose the music. All right, now it's time to sound. Now it's time to sound design. Then the crowd forum was about post production, and if people say these visual effects is awesome, like cool,
They are.
paid for them. Thank you. If you think they're awesome, yeah, we paid for them. Thank you, people who donated to our crowdfund. Because of you, those visual effects kick ass. So, but no, man, it's you don't get exhausted when you care about something, and
Exactly.
yeah, and I don't have a life, I have my kids, and my wife. I don't when I play shows, it's like, yay, we're getting paid, so let me go out and entertain. I don't do shit. I don't do anything extra. I don't have any hobbies. I watch movies and I work on this stuff.
Chris, you're the busiest guy I know.
I'm exhausted just listening to
I have
it.
2 things I work on: my band and my movie stuff, and that takes up all my time and stuff like that.
Oh, I believe it. It shows.
So, I mean, I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. It's just, no, my brain just kind of go and I love these guys because I bug the shit out of them. I mean, Amanda, I say, hey, I'm working on this. Or Caitlin, especially these two. I'm like, hey, I'm working on this. I got this idea, blah, blah. It's like, cool. All right, let's get this done first. And I'm always throwing ideas at them and stuff about that. Like one of my scripts, Amanda's playing a slap fighter.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I've seen enough of those videos.
Yeah, so I sent her videos. I'm like, hey, check this out. I'm like, this is your character.
I started weight training, Chris. I'm in training, so we'll get the good show going.
Yeah. So, but no, I mean, I can't wait till the movie's out, and I'm hoping people like it. And if people feel the way, whoever's, if people feel the way I feel about what we're doing, and people seen the clips and they watch the whole movie after August 13th, if people are like, yo, this was awesome, then yeah, man, it's on like
that's the payoff. If we can reach anybody, to say that, hey, man, that really was amazing. It'll grow from there.
Yeah.
And that's really the payoff. None of us are rich from doing this. I almost think we're like the starving artists of, movie making. But at the end of the day, we don't care about that. It's about what we're able to put into it. And all of you as a collective, and I say this so many times in posts, film family.
Yeah.
It takes a family to make these films come to life. There's no egos there. Everybody contributes the best of themselves. And that's one thing I can definitely say about Kissing Castles. Any production that you do, that is what we get. And it's magical. Love that. So for everybody that has shown up for you guys tonight, what is your lasting message for them regarding Vic Effects?
Caitlin, Amanda, Bill.
Anybody? Bill?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I think I can speak for all of us. Like, we're just thrilled that people are interested and excited in what we're doing. I think we all love telling stories and, creating characters and just being collaborators. And when other people believe in that and are on board with it, like, that's just so exciting and thrilling. So I thank you to anybody who has talked about us, contributed, joined here. Just like, thank you. So exciting. Yeah.
Caitlin.
What Amanda said, but way less eloquently.
Give it to me, Bill. Come on now.
I would like those people to let us know after they see it what they think. That would be interesting to me.
Yeah.
Did it live up to expectations? Did it exceed? Was it anything you thought it would be? That's what I would love to know.
Well, I can guarantee you that Reapers Underground and Black Flame Entertainment will do a thorough review of this film live, as we have done many, many times. And you know, we only pick what strikes us. You know what I mean? And knowing Chris's work and what I've seen and hanging out with you all, I definitely want to do this. And I want to make sure that the masses know. I want somebody over in New Zealand to know about Vic Effects. Germany, Russia, Timbuktu. I don't give a fuck. I want them to know. Anyone that tunes into this show needs to know the brilliance of this film, because I don't know. Ever since I first found out about it and everything I've seen since then, I just know my ass is going to get kicked and I'm going to love it. In every way. Not just here in the heart, but, you know, audibly as well, because Chris's music, man. I remember what I told you about Evil Lurks, that the music was so perfect, appropriate at every stage of that film, every act. And I expect no less from Vic Effects, and I know it's definitely going to be amazeballs. Thank you guys out there in the Addicts and Demons section in the comments. You guys have been, again, above and beyond for joining us on a double shot night. And there's so much more to come this weekend, so stay tuned to Reapers Underground, Black Flame Entertainment. And I want to say congratulations before your premiere. Y'all are amazing, each and every single one of you. I can't say that enough. From one actor to an actress and actor, I think you guys are just amazing. You light up the screen. And Chris, man, you and me, family. I love everything that you do. And I cannot wait to see this. So those of you out there in the Black Flame universe, you're watching Tubi. Maybe you want to check out Evil Lurks, but you want to make sure that when Vic Effects hits Tubi or Chris says, hey, you can buy a DVD, you make sure that you show up, you show out, get a copy, and always stay heavy.
Thank you for joining us on Reapers Underground. Stay tuned for more from Black Flame